Hello and good night, beautiful people. Welcome to your Bedtime Yin practice. Today we're just going to be working with our lower body, our hips, a little bit of arm stretching, and end the practice with a nice, gentle, supine twist. So when you're ready to get started, meet me on your mat or on your bed. So we're gonna start on our backs. So whether we're on our mat or on our bed, we're just gonna come all the way down to our backs, spreading our legs out, moving our mic packs out of the way, and letting our arms rest by our sides. We're just gonna take a moment here to take a few breaths as we inhale through our nose, filling our body up, and sighing from our mouth. Again, let's inhale through our nose, fill our body up, and sigh from our mouth. One last time, inhale through your nose, fill your body up, hold for a moment at the top, and sigh. And now just take notice of the natural flow of your breath as you inhale and exhale. Taking notice how your stomach rises as you inhale and how your stomach falls as you exhale. From here, we're going to remain on our backs, and all we're going to do is bend our knees and bring the soles of our feet together, coming into a reclined butterfly pose. So my arms are still at my side, my soles of my feet are together, and my legs are opened wide, feeling a stretch on the inside of my legs here. We're just going to breathe in a reclined butterfly pose. A few options here. If you want to lessen the sensation of the pose, move your feet farther away from you. If you want to deepen your sensation of the pose, bring your feet closer towards you. So just play around with what distance feels best, and then relax into it. Once you find your edge, we find stillness and we hold for time. We're just going to take a few more breaths here. Let's use our hands and push on the outside of our legs, letting our legs meet right in the middle. We're just going to take a moment to bring our knees to our chest, pulling them in and just breathing here. You can gently rock side to side as you hug your knees in, just taking a moment. From here, I'm bringing the soles of my feet back onto the mat, grabbing on the outside of or behind my thighs, and slowly rolling myself up, coming up to a seated position. From here, we're going to move into caterpillar pose. So I'm extending my legs long, shifting my hips back, as far back as I can get them, really to give me more mobility in my hips to come forward. Once I can't go back anymore, I'm going to have my arms in front of me just to remind me that I'm going forward into this pose, not rounding at the shoulders, not diving into it. Just going to come forward from the hips. And once I find my edge, find my point of resistance, letting my arms relax, letting my neck relax, coming into my caterpillar pose, finding stillness here and holding for a few moments. When you're ready, slowly roll all the way up, taking your time getting there, until we're back to our neutral spine position. From here, we're going to swing our legs around, coming on to our tabletop position. From here, we're going to make the transition into sleeping swan. So I'm going to shift my right knee towards my right wrist and extend my left leg out behind me. I have to move a little bit closer to the front of your mat just so you can have space. I'm just going to check in with my front knee here. If my knee feels good, my leg feels good, I'm getting a nice stretch on the outside of my front leg, a nice stretch on my back hips, I'll stay here. If I want to deepen the sensation of the stretch, I'm going to bring my right foot closer to my left wrist. So I'm shimmying my shin closer to the front of my mat until I find a comfortable position, making sure my knees are okay. Do not put any unnecessary strain on your knees here. Once I have my comfortable position, I'm just going to walk my hands towards the front of my mat, coming onto my elbows, or coming all the way down, bringing my forehead to the mat. Once here, I'm just going to breathe into the stretch, making sure I'm flexing. If my shin was moved forward on my mat, I'm flexing my right foot to protect my knee in this position. Then just breathe into this pose. And when you're ready, gently walk your hands back towards your body. Come back to all fours position. And we're just going to push ourselves back into child's pose, just taking a moment here to relax. Let's shift back to all fours, and we're going to do the other side now. So this time I'm bringing my left knee towards my left wrist, extending my right leg back behind me, checking in with my knee, shimmying my leg up if needed, flexing my front foot to protect my knee, and from here, staying on your hands, moving down to your elbows or bringing your forehead all the way down to the mat. And breathe here. And when you feel ready, walking your hands back in. Bring that leg back, coming into all fours, and then shift your hips back, coming into your child's pose. Just taking a moment here. In your child's pose, you can even come onto the fingertips of your child's pose. And this will stretch your shoulders, getting a nice little additional stretch here as we're on our fingertips. Relax your hands, come back to all fours, and then we're going to swing our legs around to come into our last pose. We're just going to come onto our backs, rolling down slowly. I'm lifting my legs up, my knees, my feet are connected. From here, I'm just going to let my legs fall towards the right side of my mat. Options to have your arms wide or cactus arms, and look at your left hand or up the ceiling, whichever feels best for you. Option to use that right hand on the outside of that left leg to get a deeper stretch here in your twist. This is called supine twist. And we'll just breathe here. And when you're ready, slowly lift those legs back to center. We're just going to take a moment to hug our knees to our chest and gently rock side to side. Getting a little lower back massage. And then we're going to come on to the other side. So knees together, feet together, let our legs drop to the left, arms wide or cactus arms, looking at that right palm or up the ceiling, using that left hand on the outside of that right leg. And when you're ready, release that hand, bring the legs back to center, hug the knees into the chest, take a couple rocks. And then we're just going to extend our legs on our mat or in our bed, extend our arms, and just take a few moments here in our Shavasana. If you're in your bed, feel free to stay there, let the video play out, and just get cozy, fall into a nice sleep. If you're on your mat and you need to get to your bed now, we're just going to gently wiggle our fingers and our toes, bringing movement back into our body. With our next inhale, we're going to swing our arms overhead, point our toes, taking a full body stretch here. And exhale, release. Just going to roll onto one of our sides, taking a moment here. When you're ready, we're going to push up, come to our seated position, keeping our eyes closed, hands and prayer in front of our chest. And just as same way we started the practice, we will end the practice the same way. So we'll inhale through our nose, filling our body up, and then sigh. Thank you so much for practicing with me today, and I hope you have a great rest of your night. Namaste.